Hello, I'm Priscilla Batzell. Welcome to the Colourarte Spring Educational Event, where I and 15 other Colourarte affiliate team members will each present a live premiere video. All viewers who comment, like, and subscribe to an affiliate's channel will be entered into a drawing to win a set of Vivid Intense Iridescents, a $75 value. That's 16 chances to win. There is also a $400 value grand prize drawing opportunity to all those who submit the corresponding phrase gathered 1 or 2 words at a time from each participating affiliate and turn it into the Colourarte events page linked in the description below by April 28th, 2023. So, in front of us, I have a 10 by 20 inch canvas, a small swipe tool I made of acetate that I'll include the video for, and some swipe cards. And I'm just interested in doing something simple right now. So I'm going to use my Artist Loft paint that I have pouring medium of just Floetrol and GAC 800 in, which I may or may not have put too much paint on there. And my OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula I discovered years ago that you can find in my Amazon link, if you should so desire, which is under Show More under the video, along with lots of other stuff. Anyway, so it does look like I used a little more paint than I wanted to because it's kind of thin. So what I'll do is I'll grab a scrape dish and I'll just scrape off my residuals because I don't really want to mute the vivid fluorescence and vivid intenses I'm about to add here. I love my OXO omelet turning flip and fold spatula by Good Grips because it carries a nice blade of paint with it. I don't often use a white background. I like dry black backgrounds better, basically. But there is Floetrol and GAC 800 in this mixture, if I've said. Don't mean to be repetitious. Now, as I said just a moment ago, Vivid Intenses and Vivid Fluorescents are on the menu. So, let's do something easy. I'm going to start by giving myself some Mayan Gold, which is actually Prism Pour by Colourarte. And then I'm going to layer my other colors on top of that. Starting with my favorite, which is Red Violet. Doesn't have to make any rhyme or reason. By the time I swipe, it could be a moot point because all those marks could be gone. This is a Vivid Intense Fluorescent Blue-Green, which is just gorgeous. I'm just going to follow my instincts. I have a fluorescent blue. A lot of times you'll layer these colors on top of each other, but I like the colors to show through in between the places I swipe. There's this gorgeous Periwinkle, another of the Flourescents, and a good contrast to the Red Violet. I mix my paint with Vivid Enamel or Vivid Polypore, some Jo Sonja Gloss Varnish. That's just gorgeous. Look at those colors. Wow! Now every once in a while I do a painting and I think I could just leave that alone, and that's happening again. But I'm going to add some magenta pink fluorescent. Random shapes are good. And then I'm probably going to use some black cell activator mixed with Australian Floetrol and Amsterdam Black. And I have to decide now if I'm going to go on. I do have a favorite color from the Vivid Intense, and it is called Alizaran Rose. And it is fabulous. And a little of that is going to be fine. When I see red, I usually want orange, and I'm going to join it by a little bit of Parrole or Parrole orange. It's another Vivid Intense. Let's just go easy on that and see what happens. Now when my timer goes off, I'm going to stop for a moment. What else? Do I want some yellow? I have a beautiful fluorescent yellow. I might have put a little drop of orange in there. I think that's pretty good for now. I'm tempted by the green. I like this blue-green so much I might be tempted to use a little bit more of it. Alright, so now grab my favorite swipe card, my oldest swipe card, which was a clothing tag. I often will join the black with the white, which is another Amsterdam acrylic paint, and I'm dripping. And then I'll also wipe my card off on the edge of the canvas. Those are some pretty cells. I'm going to use another scrape dish, am I? And wipe my card off. That's tremendous. Alright, so we're just going to keep doing that. Those cells look gorgeous. Look at those colors. And they dry even brighter than they are when they're wet. Or more intensely. Whichever you want to say that. And I really do want to save some of the colors in the background, so I'm not sure what I'm going to do with those yet. A lot of times I'll take my card and just push color around in tendrils. In this case, I'm going to use a straw to fill in the spaces that I took away. I have smaller cards and I might want to use them. This is the least complicated way to swipe I know of, just to lay down colors. I get focused, I get quiet. I'm sorry about that. These are going to be beautiful. I might put some spirals in. That's a thing I like to do. I have larger and smaller cards, and I could use one, and I'm thinking about trying that now. You need enough paint in your center to make your card and your swipe color glide along for sure. And in this case I might need a plan to fill back in where my canvas is showing a little bit. Or not. Still wiping off my colors on my edge. I want to use the end of my acetate tool to add a couple spirals, which is my MO. A lot of people like spirals. I am no exception. And dots, which I think I might steal a little paint. And this is that other swipe tool I was talking about, and I might as well use it. And it's made of acetate and bamboo skewer and a little bit of clear brand duct tape. I like them because they swivel. And I can steal some paint with them too sometimes. I'm going to take the residual. I'm going to use one of my Princeton Artist Catalyst spatulas and take the paint right off of that. Put it right up here. So it goes right over the edge. And then I'm going to wipe it off. I keep a studio rag that's damp handy, made of sweatpant material. And I have a little more paint on my card that I can use that Princeton Artist Catalyst spatula, also on my Amazon link, to add some more paint. Okay, so almost to the point where I'm going to have more time than I need, which is pretty cool. I do have other colors of cell activator, I just don't think I need to use them this time. If you have a little indiscreet spot, there's nothing to keep you from sticking a finger right in there. Look at those cells. I like the dendrites. The white is Artist Loft, if I didn't mention. And I really do like accidental art. I like the accidental things that happen with accidental art. And one of them is dendrites. Just those little furry things that are hanging right off. And I'm not allergic to adding as many spirals as I'm inspired to add. It reminds me of some exotic sea creature. So more black cell activator with more white cell activator. Although I did kind of like my acetate tool. Just going to move that right down while it's still nice and wet. And I'm going to use my acetate tool to throw the odd spiral in there and fill back in cautiously. Just use my little Prince, just dab the paint to get it to comply with you. I think I want a little bit more here, and I think I'm going to use some of the fluorescent pink and a little bit more of the Parrole orange. Do I want some yellow or some gold? No, I think I'm good. So I'm tempted to share with you the secret word. Little tiny bit of pressure. I like dragging colors like the black or the white. So I have 4 minutes late, and I don't think I really need it. secret word is can truly. Write it down. Make sure you keep track of all the other secret words. Put them together to form a phrase and turn that secret phrase in to the Color Art Events link that's underneath the video. Alright, I have a few more places I think I might like to drag some colors. What do I want to do it with though? If you're slow enough, you can get the paint to relax right off the acetate tool. My mixture is underneath the description underneath the video. My paint pouring recipe. I think I want that paint to become a spiral. Can I get away with it? I think so. That's just fun. I am almost done, and I think a few more spirals and I'll call it good. I love you guys. I'm so glad you got to be here. I post at 10:15 a.m. Eastern Standard Time most days. And I can't wait to see you there. I'm going to very quickly torch because there's no house paint in here. I see a couple of bubbles. So please give me a thumbs up, and don't forget to leave a comment and share my videos if you're of a mind to, and my paint pouring recipes are under Show More, along with my link tree. My email address is easpb, and the word gallery spelled out, @gmail.com. I hope to hear from you. I give classes at the house in Spring Hill, Florida, and I do sell my artwork. So if you have an inquiry, you know how to reach me. I'm going to say goodbye for now, since that bubble. Right after I shimmer this at you. Because the gold, the Mayan gold, should be very shimmery and make everything else pop. I'll give you a beautiful close-up. That's very colorful, and that will dry beautifully. Exception of that one spot that didn't have any paint to the edge, but it does now. Alright, this is Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery saying, hey, thanks for joining me. I hope you come again. Bye for now. Priscilla out.